ஐம் பேசிக்கலி இன்வெஸ்ட்மெண்ட் பேங்கர் பை ப்ரொஃபஷன். ஸோ இன்வெஸ்ட்மெண்ட் பேங்கிங்னா என்னன்னு பார்த்தீங்கன்னா, இந்த மாதிரி பிஸ்னஸஸ்க்கு வந்து வெளியில இருந்து கேபிட்டல் அரேஞ்ச் பண்ணி கொடுக்கறது. இதுதான் வந்து எசன்ஸ் ஆஃப் த பிஸ்னஸ். நிறைய பேர் வந்து இது வந்து ஃபினான்ஷியல் கன்சல்டண்டா இருந்தாக்க வெறும் ஒரு பேங்க் லோனோட இதை வந்து ஸ்டாப் பண்ணிக்குவாங்க. இது வந்து ஒரு பேங்க்ல லோன் வாங்கி கொடுக்கறது தான் மோஸ்ட்லி நம்ம வந்து கேள்விப்பட்டிருக்கோம். பட் அதை மீறி வந்து இன்வெஸ்ட்மெண்ட் பேங்கிங்கோட ஸ்கோப் வந்து பாத்தீங்கன்னா, உங்க பிசினஸ்ல வந்து வேற யாராவது வந்து ஒரு பார்ட்னரா ஜாயின் பண்ணலாம், ஒரு ஈக்விட்டியை வந்து உங்க பிசினஸ்ல இன்வெஸ்ட் பண்ணலாம். அது மாதிரி அண்ட் உங்களுக்கு ஒரு ஆஃப்டர் அ பாயிண்ட் ஆஃப் டைம் உங்களோட பிசினஸை வந்து நீங்க வந்து நடத்தி முடிச்சு வந்து ரொம்ப டயர்ட் ஆயிட்டீங்க, இல்ல உங்களுக்கு வேற இன்ட்ரெஸ்ட் வந்திருக்கு, இந்த பிசினஸ் வந்து எக்ஸிட் பண்ணோம் அப்படின்னாக்க உங்க பிசினஸை வந்து வேற யாருக்காவது நம்ம வந்து வித்து கொடுக்கலாம். ஸோ இதெல்லாம் வந்து மோஸ்ட்லி வந்து பாத்தீங்கன்னா டியர் 2ல வந்து நிறைய இது வந்து ரொம்ப பாப்புலர் கிடையாது. பட் டியர் 1 சிட்டிஸ் அண்ட் மெட்ரோல வந்து இன்வெஸ்ட்மெண்ட் பேங்க்ஸ் வந்து தே ஆர் குவைட் பாப்புலர். ஒரு டீசன்ட் சைஸ் பிசினஸ் வந்து இஃப் தே ஹேவ் டு க்ரோ அவங்களுக்கு கான்ஸ்டன்டா கேபிட்டல் ரெக்குவயர்மெண்ட்ஸ் இருக்கும். ஸோ பேங்கோட லோனை மட்டுமே வந்து கான்ஸ்டன்டா அவங்களால எதிர்பார்த்து ஃபுல்லா அந்த அளவு க்ரோத் அச்சீவ் பண்ண முடியாது. அவங்களுக்கு வந்து எல்லா பிசினஸ்க்கும் அது முடியாது. ஏதாவது ஒரு ஸ்டேஜ்ல வந்து எக்ஸ்டர்னல் ஈக்விட்டி இன்வெஸ்டர்ஸ் உள்ள வந்து அவங்க பிசினஸ்ல இன்வெஸ்ட் பண்ணாதான் அவங்க வந்து பிசினஸ் அடுத்த லெவலுக்கு எடுத்துட்டு போக முடியும்ன்ற ஒரு சிச்சுவேஷன் நிறைய ஹை க்ரோத் பிசினஸஸ்க்கு வரும். ஸோ நாங்க அந்த ஃபங்க்ஷன்ல தான் நாங்க இருக்கோம் கிட்டத்தட்ட 10 இயர்ஸா எங்க டீம். அண்ட் ஆல் ஆஃப் யூ லைக் எம்பிஏ like graduates who have done some senior roles in like corporate banks like ABN AMRO, Standard Chartered, like CRISIL, இந்த மாதிரி லீடிங் இன்ஸ்டிடியூஷன்ஸ்ல ஒர்க் பண்ணிட்டு ஒரு 10 இயர்ஸா நாங்க எங்களோட ஒரு அட்வைசரி ஃபார்ம் ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணி நாங்க வந்து ரன் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கோம். ஸோ டிபிக்லி வந்து லைக் அப்வர்ட்ஸ் ஆஃப் 50 crores ரெவென்யூ பண்ற கம்பெனிஸ் எங்களோட ஒரு டார்கெட் செக்மெண்ட். 50 crores to 500 crores ஆஃப் ரெவென்யூ வந்து எங்களோட ஸ்வீட் ஸ்பாட். ஏன்னா இதுல வந்து லார்ஜ் கம்பெனிஸ்க்கு வந்து அட்வைஸ் பண்ற கம்பெனிஸ் தனியா இருக்காங்க. ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள் இப்போ நீங்க வந்து ரிலையன்ஸ் ஜியோ பாத்தீங்கன்னா அவங்க கூட ரீசெண்டா கேபிட்டல் ரைஸ் பண்ணிருக்காங்க. பட் அந்த மாதிரி பிக் கம்பெனிஸ்க்கு வந்து வேற விதமான பேங்கர்ஸ் இருப்பாங்க. இன்டர்நேஷனல் லெவல்ல வேலை என்னவோ ஒண்ணுதான். பட் இந்த மாதிரி பெரிய கம்பெனிஸ்க்கு வந்து வேற செட் ஆஃப் அட்வைசர்ஸ் இருப்பாங்க. 50 crores to 500 crores kind of ரெவென்யூ இருக்கிற கம்பெனிக்கு எங்களை மாதிரி ஒரு அட்வைசர்ஸும் வந்து இது மாதிரி இருக்காங்க. So if any of you have any requirements to basically scale up your business in terms of raising capital, which is unconventional source of capital, like unsecured loans, equity, அந்த மாதிரி ஏதாவது சோர்சஸ் இருந்ததுனாக்க you can take the help of investment bankers who can help you. We also have an ancillary kind of business which we started. இந்த பிசினஸ் பண்ணும்போதே நிறைய பேர் வேற ஒரு ஹெல்ப்பும் கேட்டாங்க எங்க கிட்ட. அதனால அது தனியா இந்த பிசினஸோட மிக்ஸ் பண்ணாம தனியா அதை ஒரு யூனிட்டா பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கோம். தனியா அது ஒரு பிசினஸ் டொமைன். என்னன்னா வந்து நிறைய பிசினஸஸ்க்கு வந்து அவங்களோட அந்த பிசினஸ் பத்தின ஒரு கார்பரேட் ப்ரொஃபைல் இல்ல ஒரு கார்பரேட் பிரசன்டேஷன் அது மாதிரி பண்ணக்கூடிய ஒரு ஸ்கில் செட் வந்து நிறைய ஆண்டர்பிரினர்ஸ்க்கு இல்ல. 5 வருஷம் 10 வருஷம் 15 வருஷம் 20 வருஷமா பிசினஸ்ல இருக்காங்க. பட் ஒரு பெரிய கஸ்டமரை அப்ரோச் பண்ணணும், இல்ல வந்து ஒரு பெரிய ஒரு இல்ல அவங்களோட ஸ்டாஃப்கே வந்து அவங்கள பத்தி பிரசன்ட் பண்ணணும், இல்ல நாளைக்கு ஏதாவது இண்டஸ்ட்ரி பாடிக்கு வந்து அவங்கள பத்தி ஒரு பிரசன்டேஷன் அனுப்பணும், அப்படி இல்ல வந்து ஒரு ப்ராஸ்பெக்டிவ் கிளைண்ட் கார்பரேட் கிளைண்ட்டுக்கு அவங்கள பத்தி அனுப்பணும் அப்படின்னா அவங்க அனுப்புற அந்த ஒரு லைக் 1 பேஜரோ ஃபிளையரோ வந்து பாத்தீங்கன்னா யூஸ்வலி அந்த கம்பெனியோட இமேஜை வந்து ஒரு பூஸ்ட் பண்ற மாதிரி இருக்கிறது இல்ல. ஏதோ டெம்பரரியா ஒன்னு பண்ணிட்டு அதை அனுப்புறாங்க. பட் ஒரு நல்ல கார்பரேட் பிரசன்டேஷன் கேன் ஹெல்ப் லைக் ஆல் பிசினஸஸ் இன் மெனி வேஸ். ஏன்னா அவங்க எடுத்தோடனே உங்க ஆஃபீஸையோ உங்களையோ இல்ல உங்க ஸ்டாஃபையோ பாக்குற சான்ஸ் அவங்களுக்கு கிடைக்கிறது இல்ல. அவங்க ஃபர்ஸ்ட் பாக்குறது வந்து உங்களோட கார்பரேட் பிரசன்டேஷன் ஆர் யுவர் ப்ரொஃபைல் வாட் யூ சென்ட் அப்படின்றது தான். ஸோ அதுல நீங்க எவ்வளவு தூரம் அவங்களை இம்ப்ரெஸ் பண்றீங்க, அதுல என்ன மாதிரி ஒரு ஸ்டோரி நீங்க வைக்கிறீங்க, அதுல என்ன மாதிரி நீங்க வந்து உங்களை ப்ரெசென்ட் பண்ணிருக்கீங்க அப்படின்றத வச்சுதான் உங்களோட இமேஜையே அவங்க வந்து ஒரு மாதிரி ஜட்ஜ் பண்றாங்க. ஸோ அதுக்கப்புறம் உங்களுக்கு கிடைக்கக்கூடிய சான்ஸோ இல்ல இதுவோ வந்து I think a lot depends on how you present yourself over a profile or a presentation. So அதனால அதுல வந்து கொஞ்சம் இம்பார்ட்டன்ஸ் கொடுத்து அதை ஒரு நல்ல ஒரு குவாலிட்டியா நல்ல ஸ்கேல்ல ஒரு ஸ்டோரி பில்டிங்கா பண்றது வந்து இன்னைக்கு டேட்ல ரொம்ப முக்கியமா இருக்கு. ஸோ அந்த ஒரு சர்வீஸை வந்து we are also doing it for a fee because அது உங்களுக்கு வந்து என்ன பிரசன்டேஷன் பண்றதுலாம் ஒரு சர்வீஸா அப்படின்னு யோசிச்சீங்கன்னா அது ஆக்சுவலி 2-3 மாசம் ஆகும் பிரசன்டேஷன் பண்றதுக்கு. அது கிட்டத்தட்ட ஒரு மூவி மேக்கிங்க்கு என்னெல்லாம் இருக்கோ அதே மாதிரி அதே ஒரு மினியேச்சரா வந்து நம்ம அதுல பண்ண வேண்டியிருக்கு. அதுல என்ன ஸ்டோரி இருக்குங்கிறத வந்து நம்ம பார்க்கணும். ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஆஃப் ஆல் வந்து நீங்க யாரு, உங்களோட இன்ட்ரடக்ஷன், நீங்க என்ன மாதிரி சுச்சுவேஷன்ல ஆப்ரேட் பண்றீங்க, விசாவி காம்படிஷன் நீங்க எங்க இருக்கீங்க, உங்களோட ஃபியூச்சர் பிளான்ஸ் எப்படி இருக்கு, உங்களோட ப்ராடக்ட் குவாலிட்டி எப்படி இருக்கு, அதெல்லாம் வந்து ஒரு ஜாஸ்தியா, அது வந்து ரொம்ப கிளாமரஸா ஒரு ப்ரெசன்டேஷன்ல வந்து கிராஃபிக்ஸோட வித் சம் டேட்டா வித் சம் ஸ்டாட்டிஸ்டிக்ஸ் அது மாதிரிலாம் நீங்க பண்ணி உங்களோட பிசினஸ் ப்ரொஃபைல வந்து நீங்க வந்து அந்த மாதிரி ஒரு ஷேப் கொண்டு வரும்போது உங்களுடைய பிசினஸ் இமேஜ் வந்து எங்கேயோ போயிடுறது, எங்கேயோ இருந்தது. நீங்க ஒரு ஸ்மால் பிசினஸா இருக்கலாம், இல்ல ஒரு மீடியம் பிசினஸா இருக்கலாம். But how much of importance you have given to your business profile will also like mean how seriously you take your business. Your business நீங்க எவ்வளவு சீரியஸா எடுத்துக்கிறீங்க, எவ்வளவு ரெஸ்பெக்ட் பண்றீங்கங்கிறது வந்து for the opponent, to whomever you are sending it to. It could be your own employees, it could be an external new it could be a prospective client, it could be a prospective partner of your business, it could be a prospective investor in your business. இந்த மாதிரி எக்ஸ்டர்னல் ஸ்டேக் ஹோல்டர்ஸ் அண்ட் இன்டர்னல் ஸ்டேக் ஹோல்டர்ஸ் யாரா இருந்தாலும் உங்க பிசினஸ் ஸ்டோரியை நீங்க வந்து கரெக்டா ஒரு ஷார்ட் வீடியோவாகவோ இல்ல ஒரு நல்ல பவர் பாயிண்ட் வழியாகவோ நீங்க கம்யூனிகேட் பண்ணும்போது உங்களோட இமேஜ் வந்து டெஃபினெட்லி நீங்க மேல போறது. நீங்க என்ன அவங்க கிட்ட இருந்து அச்சீவ் பண்ணணும்னு நினைக்கிறீங்களோ அதை அச்சீவ் பண்றதுக்கான சான்சஸ் ஜாஸ்தியாகுது. ஸோ வி ஆர் டூயிங் தட் கைண்ட் ஆஃப் சர்வீஸ். ஸோ என்னோட பிசினஸ்க்கு பேர், பிசினஸ் நேம் வந்து ஓக் ஒயிட் அட்வைசர்ஸ். என்னோட பிசினஸ் வெப்சைட் வந்து oakwhite.in. OAK ஓக் ட்ரீ கேள்விப்பட்டிருப்பீங்க, OAK ஓக், அதுக்கப்புறம் ஒயிட் WHIT கலர், oakwhite.in. அதுதான் என்னோட வெப்சைட்டு. ஸோ whenever you find some time you can just browse through the website. மோஸ்ட்லி இந்த மாதிரி இன்வெஸ்ட்மெண்ட்ஸ் எக்ஸ்பெக்ட் பண்ணி வர பிஸ்னஸ்க்கு வந்து நாங்கள் ஒர்க் பண்றோம். இந்த மாதிரி ப்ராஸ்பெக்டிவா ஒரு பிஸ்னஸ் நாங்கள் வந்து ஒரு எக்ஸ்டர்னல் இன்வெஸ்டர் எக்ஸ்பெக்ட் பண்றோம், ஒரு இன்வெஸ்டர் ஐடென்டிஃபை பண்ணியிருக்கோம், அவரை வந்து அவருக்கு வந்து எங்க பிசினஸ் ஸ்டோரி கேட்கிறாரு, அவருக்கு வந்து எங்க பிசினஸ் பத்தி நாங்க பிரசன்டேஷன் பண்ணோம் அப்படின்னா we help. So we take generally 2 months to work with that business to understand what they do, and then we help those business. If you have any questions you can ask, sir. That's it from me. And
thank you, sir. Thank you, thank you, sir.
Lost, sir, please.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much, Rotarian Sriram sir, given wonderful information about your business. Thank you very much. And before I'm going to give it to chief guest introduction, just we want to just share the plan of this meeting, how to maintain this decorum of the meeting. Already Selvakumar has Rotarian Selvakumar sir already shared a wonderful video about how to presentable in the video meeting. So that is a wonderful animation. I think Selvakumar sir, you have shared to everyone, I think. So just briefing about the thing. So maintain your name in the picture. Please maintain your name in the picture, and put mute whenever you needed. Kindly put mute in your audio. Sometime also video. If it is getting something disturbance in your area, you can put video mute also. And keep your, if you're in mobile, you keep your mobile stable without roaming around there. It may disturb someone else. And the timing also, we are about to start every time at 7 o'clock. So that's also, please support to maintain the time. And if you want to raise any questions, please put in chat box or raise your hands. We will there will be a questionnaire session in the last 15 to 20 minutes. So you can have your questions. We will call you one by one as a first come first serve basis. And take your whenever you ask questions, kindly take your direct questions. All your feedback and all you can put it in the chat box. So meeting time will be about 45 minutes. The question session will be about 15 to 20 minutes. Maximum you keep the mobile in silent mode. So now I hand over to chief guest introduction by Rotarian Balasubramaniam from Polyphonics. Please, sir.
Good evening, to introduce the speaker.
Sir, it is not audible.
Audio clear alla.
Your voice is not audible.
Bala, unga audio clear alla Bala.
Yeah. Is clear. It
is too much noisy.
Normala vechu pesunga.
Okay.
No, sir.
It's not clear, Bala.
Oh. கிளியரா இல்லையா?
இப்போ
Now it is
பேசுங்க,
okay.
கிளியரா இருக்கு.
I'm proud to do.
No.
Bala, no, it's not clear.
பாலா கிளியரா இல்ல பாலா.
No, sir, it is not audible. I think your internet is not stable, sir.
Hello.
Selvakumar, sir, you can.
Yeah.
I think you can go ahead with it.
Yeah. 1 second.
Bala, sir, your internet is not, I think, stable. So we are going to give it to Selvakumar, sir, please, sir.
Okay. Good evening, friends. Rajesh is the co-founder of Catalyst Cube, a business strategy and peak performance training company built on his work experience of 20 plus years in sales and leadership, roles in major corporates and Fortune 100 companies. He headed award-winning national teams in companies like NTT Communications, Fortune 53 company, CP Technologies, 1,800 crore company, to name a few. Rajesh had done MBA and also MLC in psychotherapy and is a practicing corporate psychologist and consults in the area of executive coaching, life coaching, and business coaching. Rajesh specializes in customer-centric approach. He uses his extensive sales leadership experience combined with the power of design thinking to train and mentor teams in organization to be completely customer-focused and deliver meaningful customer outcomes which propel the organization into orbital growth. He worked as an external consultant to various organizations, training on leadership and sales strategy with a design thinking approach in across vertical domains, equipping businesses with a systematic process that empowers them with the ability to develop new innovative solutions to solve real problems. His exposure to successful multi-stakeholder large complex deals combined with his deep insights in psychotherapy has given him a firm edge on breaking the traditional patterns of leadership game as sales cycle. He conducts high impact trainings for many organizations and works with many executives from mid-level to CEOs, powering them to reach beyond their levels of self-limiting beliefs, traditional thinking, and destructive habits. He induces new models of thinking and helps them get in touch with their true potential to become more creative, innovative, and successful leaders. He facilitates innovation and brainstorming sessions based on design thinking methodology at various organizations, thus driving them to develop a culture on innovation and collaboration across the organization. He is currently authoring a book on mental image recreation in the area of personal development. Thank you. Rajesh sir, this time is yours.
Yeah. எல்லாருக்கும் வணக்கம்.
வணக்கம் சார்.
Right. Sir, I will take this entire discussion. In the discussion one, I will take it in 3 parts. One, in terms of my introduction. The second thing is about current context. Because of the COVID scenario, what is the consumer psychology? Because by the end of the day, our businesses one, it is more connected to selling, where it could be a product or a service. Now, when the Selva sir kitta pesumbodhu, sir has told me that most of the Rotarians here are businessmen in various categories, right? Some people are selling products, some people are into services. So, and the mari sonnanga. So, I will talk about the current consumer psychology. That one bit is very important to understand. Adikaprama, what is that? The third part, what is that we need to do to sell more? Whether it is a product or a service, நம்ம வந்து நிறைய செல் பண்ணணும். And அதுக்கு நம்ம என்னென்ன பண்ணணும்? Traditional selling வந்து it will not work out anymore, right? So first and foremost, an introduction about myself. I am in Chennai for the last 24 years. Basically, I am from Andhra. So on work, I came here and Inge settled. Inge I got married and settled and That's how I'm running my thing. So 23 years I was into sales, hardcore sales. The காலையில 9 o'clock அப்புறமா ஆஃபீஸ்ல we should not stay back. Office 9 o'clock அப்புறமா if we stay means they will treat us very badly. I'm talking about almost 20 years back story. Then we need to come back only after 6 o'clock. So 9 to 6 or 9 to 5 except for ஒரு 1 hour lunch நாங்க வந்து we used to go and sell. So I come with a very rich experience and my last assignment was with NTT Data. அது வந்து Fortune 53 company. அதுல வந்து நான் சீனியர் வைஸ் பிரசிடென்டா ஐ ஒர்க் அண்ட் அதுக்கப்புறமா கேம் அவுட். இப்போ லாஸ்ட் 4 years வந்து ஐ எம் இன்டு ஒர்க்கிங் வித் இண்டிவிஜுவல்ஸ் இன் டர்ம்ஸ் ஆஃப் கோச்சிங் தெம். நிறைய பேருக்கு வந்து தே ஹேவ் எக்ஸலண்ட் ஐடியாஸ், எக்ஸலண்ட் பிஸ்னஸஸ் இருக்கும், பட் தே மிஸ் அவுட் ஆன் த ஃபைனர் பாயிண்ட் டு டேக் த பிஸ்னஸ் ஃப்ரம் ஒரு ஸ்டேஜ், ஃப்ரம் ஸ்டேஜ் 1 to stage 2. ஸோ நான் வந்து எக்ஸ்டர்னல் கன்சல்டன்ட்டா ஒரு it could be for 6 months or it could be for 1 year. I work as an external consultant and work with them in terms of taking their business to the next level. Now the second thing what I do is that I also work with individuals as a psychologist. I could be businessman இருக்கலாம் or he could be a working executive இருக்கலாம். So I work with them in terms of எல்லாருக்கும் வந்து there are certain areas that requires improvement. எல்லாருக்கும் there are areas we are extremely very good at, there are areas where we need to really improve. So now வந்து I work with them in terms of breaking the traditional thinking patterns. அப்புறமா I take them to a different level. அது வந்து it's more one to one and it's kept a very confidential thing. I do coaching that involves both the personal coaching as well as professional coaching. So one the corporates, one the individuals I do. So these are the two things I do extensively, working with corporates as well as individuals. But everything is connected to progress. Everything is connected to doing much more of whatever we are right now. Our business fund, if it is already into 2 crore, and we have to out. What is that we need to do to make it a 10 crore business in the next 3 years? Or if it is an individual, and the individual he may have issues with it could be personal issues இருக்கலாம், or it could be something connected to anger management இருக்கலாம், relationships இருக்கலாம். So even with individuals also I work on a one-to-one basis. Now this is about introduction about myself. Actually இது வந்து even big people in the world, even nobody has even thought that we will see a situation where we will be inside the home and the wild animals will be outside on the road. ஒரு இங்கிலீஷ் மூவில காமிப்பாங்க, டைனோசரஸ் எல்லாம் ரோட்ல இருக்கும், நம்ம வந்து வீட்டில தான் இருப்போம். And you don't even see this one by eye. It's a very small fine virus. இது வந்து definitely it has created a lot of shock. இது வந்து it has created a lot of agony, pain for many people. இந்த ப்ராசஸ்ல என்ன ஆயிடுச்சுன்னா நிறைய பேர் வந்து they started thinking about future. நம்ம என்ன பண்ணணும் இப்போ? There is no guarantee that there will be a job. நான் வந்து இப்போ consumer psychology பத்தி I am talking. We may not have a job, or suddenly people who may have a job they discovered something very totally different. முன்னாடில மாசம் நமக்கு 60,000 rupees செலவாகுது, but last 2 months only 30,000 or 35,000 தான் செலவாகுது, which means that நிறைய டைம் வந்து we are actually spending money on unwanted things. எல்லாமே நம்ம நிறைய செலவு பண்றோம். ஸோ இப்போ வந்து we should not சும்மா துணி வாங்கக்கூடாது, or we should not buy the clothes or சும்மா வெளில போய் சாப்பிட்றது, இதெல்லாம் people started thinking நம்ம எதுக்கு இவ்வளவு செலவு பண்ணணும், சும்மா போய் நிறைய நம்ம வந்து செலவு பண்றோம், இதெல்லாம் நம்ம கொஞ்சம் கட் பண்ணணும். ஆல்ரெடி ஒரு 2 months நம்ம பார்க்கும்போது கிரெடிட் கார்டு பில்ஸ் கம்மி ஆயிடுச்சு, எக்ஸ்பெண்டிச்சர் கம்மி ஆயிடுச்சு, கிட்ஸ் ஆர் ஈட்டிங் ஹெல்தி ஃபுட் சாப்பிடுறாங்க பசங்க எல்லாம். ஸோ கன்சியூமர் சைக்காலஜி வந்து slowly it started changing. They don't want to spend more and they don't even want to take the money out. And one more thing, with the banks extending the moratorium, நிறைய பேர் வந்து they have gone to exercise that option. 3 மாசம் கழிச்சு தான் they are going to pay. But in the 3 மாசம் வந்து they are going to pay with additional interest and the principal value also is going to increase. So people வந்து மக்கள் பார்க்கும்போது கன்சியூமர் வந்து
So it's not audible. Sir. Sir, your voice is not audible, sir.
Rajesh sir.
Rajesh sir.
We should
Your
not
voice is not audible.
spend. Yeah.
Sir,
Any hits problem?
Okay.
Hello.
Hello, Rajesh sir.
Is it okay now,
Rajesh,
sir?
sir?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. I can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yes,
Now
sir.
it is okay.
Okay, fine. Okay. Right. So what I was saying is that consumer psychology, now they want to get into saving mode. It's not at all a good sign for the country as well as for the business people. Because if the money is with the consumer, அது வந்து marketல rotation ஆகலன்னா இது வந்து it will have very drastic effect on the economy. Right? இதுல வேற on top of it நிறைய பேருக்கு வந்து வேலை இருக்குமோ இருக்காதோ இதெல்லாம் நிறைய doubts are. So with cash being the king, customer வந்து consumer வந்து they don't want to spend anymore. Businesses வந்து எப்படி run பண்ணணும்? How to run the business? முன்னாடி வந்து இது வாங்கினா நல்லா இருக்கும் வாங்குவாங்க. இப்ப வந்து இது வாங்கணுமா? Do I need to really buy this? முன்னாடி வந்து it's nice to have, so let me buy what you call one speaker or some home theater. But இப்ப வந்து is it really must to buy? ஒரு home theater வாங்கணுமா? Or நம்ம வந்து do I need to buy this electronic item? தேவையா? பட் 2 months முன்னாடி வந்து அந்த வீட்டுல வாங்கியாச்சு இந்த ஃப்ரெண்ட் வாங்கியாச்சு அந்த கம்பேரிசன் மோட்ல பீப்புள் யூஸ் டு கெட் இட் இம்பல்சிவ் பர்ச்சேசஸ். இம்பல்சிவ் பர்ச்சேசஸ் வந்து கம்மியாகுது. So as business people, how we are going to run the show? இது வந்து and the effect of the consumer getting into saving mode will be felt from today onwards for the next 1 year. Job losses வந்து நிறைய predict பண்றாங்க. எல்லாருக்குமே தெரியும் TCS has already lined up close to some 4,000 people they are ready to relieve, right? So
Sir.
So your voice audible alla sir. Rajesh sir, your voice is not audible.
Voice.
Yeah, I think it is not stable. It looks.
Hello.
No, sir, it is not audible.
Through another one. Just hold on, sir.
Hello.
Hold on, sir. I'm trying to connect through some other device as well. Sir, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Is it perfect, sir?
Yes.
Perfect.
Okay. Right. So, I was talking about layoffs. So, நிறைய layoffs out there. So, Swiggy, they are laying off 1,300 people. Same is the case with Zomato. Tata companies also, they're laying off some people here and there. So, their job losses are going to be there. Right? So, service sector, எனக்கு தெரிஞ்ச நிறைய பேர் வந்து hotels, like big hotels, they are working 5-star hotels. They're asked to go because there's absolute zero bookings, right? So with all these things, with job loss coupled with raised awareness of saving money and understanding of the concept that cash is the king, people are not going to take their money out. நம்ம வந்து business people, so how we are going to make them spend more? So இது வந்து this is something we can't help now. We can't change people's buying patterns or buying behavior. But நம்ம வந்து ஒன்று பண்ணலாம். can we, whatever we are selling, can we sell more? Yes, we can do that. அது பண்ணலாமா? அது வந்து கண்டிப்பா பண்ணலாம். And how we can do that? There are many ways to do that. But இது வந்து நிறைய கான்ஷியஸா பண்ணணும். Because by the end of the day, customer is not only king, he is queen, he is God, everything. எல்லாருக்கும் இந்த ஸ்டேட்மெண்ட் தெரியும், customer is God, customer is king. But nobody is bothered even 2 months back. 2 months back, nobody is bothered that customer is the king or queen. Everybody தெரியும் இந்த ஸ்டேட்மெண்ட். Sir, am I audible, sir?
Yes.
Everybody is aware of this statement that customer is king, customer is God, customer is everything. But nobody is bothered. சும்மா ஒரு ஆஃபீஸ்ல போகும்போது அந்த ஒரு ஸ்டேட்மெண்ட் இருக்கும், வால் ஹேங்கிங். பட் லாஸ்ட் 2 months அப்புறமா now that is actually coming to reality. As business people, in the I see somewhere around 84 people have logged in now. As business people now, the statement of customer being the king needs to be literally burnt in your brain. இது வந்து ரொம்ப important. Now here it is. நமக்கு வந்து 2 types of business. One வந்து B2B, which is business to business. The other one is B2C, business to consumer. So for example, if I'm selling it to another business house, right, that is totally B2B. And if I have, I'm running a shop where people are coming and buying my product or a service, that is the B2C scenario, which all of us know. In both the scenarios, there are a lot of things that needs to be done now. It doesn't matter நீங்க வந்து உங்க product or service you are going and selling it to another company, or உங்க product service customer and consumer is coming to your shop. It doesn't matter, right? But then what matters is that how we are going to service your customer matters a lot, right? Now in this scenario, there are 2 fundamental things you have to keep a note. What is happening between the 4 walls of your company or organization? Whatever is happening between the 4 walls of the company or organization, whatever was happening till 2 months back, that needs to change now. Adalla change pananum. Now, the second thing is that what is going to happen outside the 4 walls of your organization? How we are going to take it to the market? Adu vandu I'll come separately. I'll come after some time. I'll address that after some time. Between the 4 walls of the organization, நம்ம என்ன பண்ணணும் so that we can make more business? You may be a doctor, or you may be selling some products across the counter, or you may be running one small scale industry, right? Or you may be running a small hospital for that matter, right? Can we do something between the 4 walls of the organization so that nama profitability it will increase more? So this I call it as internal strategy. The internal strategy is between the 4 walls of the organization and with the employees of the organization. Idu vandu, it got nothing to do with the market. It got to do with you as a boss. It got to do with your employees. It got to do with how we are going to manage the show, right? Now, between the 4 walls of the organization, can we increase the revenue of the organization without selling anything? See, sell பண்ணிட்டு நம்ம revenue increase பண்றது வந்து that's fine. நான் வந்து இப்போ between the 4 walls of the organization, or you may have a small shop, or you may have a clinic, or you may have what you call a small scale industry. What is that we can do between the 4 walls of the organization so that first the profitability increases? The first and foremost thing we need to do is that cut down the point 1 is cut down your operational expenditure. நீங்க வந்து if you cut down your operational expenditure by 5% in a month, it translates to 60% savings without you're not even selling anything. I'm not even talking about the sales. Can you bring down your operational expenses by 5%? 60% straight savings, straight profitability, and that gives a different comfort. And the 5%, if you increase it by 10%, your savings is by 120% in a year. நிறைய பேர் வந்து they want to sell more. At stage 2, stage 1 வந்து can we do, for example, I am sitting in my room here. Can I do something in the room la வந்து to bring down my cost? Can I bring down my electricity cost? Can I bring down my other operational cost? Can I get more out of the employees? If you are a small scale industry, ஒரு 10 employees இருக்காங்கன்னா, can you bring more productivity of these 10 employees from these 10 employees? Which means that earlier one person who is doing one job, you need to ensure that he does 2 jobs or at least 1.5 jobs, because situations have changed, dynamics have changed. It is not about being unfair to the employee. It is getting more productivity out of the employee. Can we decrease the operational cost and increase the productivity of the employees? Operational cost to our cost of running the business, can we decrease it, and can we increase the per person productivity is what we call, or the productivity from each and every employee. இது வந்து நீங்க actually if you start looking into this aspect, and if you try to save 5% of your operational cost and bring up the productivity of the individual, take it from me, that is one very silent savings. நிறைய company people வந்து செய்ய மாட்டாங்க, because they take the business for granted. somewhere அந்த கான்ஃபிடன்ஸ் இருக்கும், கொஞ்சம் காம்ப்ளசன்சி வரும். நாங்க வந்து ஆல்ரெடி 8 வருஷமா இருக்கோம், பிசினஸ் 10 years இருக்கோம், all that is fine. But உங்க between the 4 walls of your organization ஒரு revenue leakage இருக்கு. Why at all you want to ensure? அது வந்து 2 months முன்னாடி okay, that is fine. But in the last 2 months வந்து நிறைய things have tightened. Customer doesn't want to buy anymore. So in the revenue leakage நம்ம கொஞ்சம் arrest பண்ணலாமா within the 4 walls of the organization? Please think about it. You are coming from various backgrounds, various companies நீங்க எல்லாம் run பண்றீங்க. So can you decrease or can you arrest the revenue leakage by 5%? That is point number 1. Point number 2 between the 4 walls of the organization is excess staff. Now I'm coming in terms of the people. One on the people productivity increase பண்றது. Second point வந்து in case if there is excess staff, what shall we do with the excess staff? We can't send them off, or if you are sending it off, that is your business philosophy, right? அது வந்து that's way you want to operate, that is fine, அதுல தப்புன்னு இல்லை. But excess staff எதுன்னு இருக்கும்போது, for example 15 people are there in your company means, and if you can work done with 10 people, so what shall we do with these 5 people? இந்த 5 people நம்ம என்ன பண்ண முடியும்? Can we look at probably placing them in some other company so that the cost of maintaining those 5 employees will not be there on us? So it may not happen overnight, but if you look at your own network, there will be some companies where they may require some employees, maybe through reference or through somebody. Can you actually offload some employees? Instead of 5, at least some 3 employees offload பண்ணிட்டு அந்த company they can go and work. So you need to also see that in the employees வந்து can we offload them to some other company, உங்க friends company இருக்கலாம், or some other new company இருக்கலாம், or the CEO of the company is very well known to you. So you can say that boss என்கிட்ட already extra இருக்கு, I don't want to send them off without a job, can you hire them? Right? So that is also one way to restructure your what you call employees from 15 to 10 or from 10 to 7. There will be a huge saving on that front as well. But then from since I also come with a psychology background, and we people think from a different perspective, if you are sending off a person, try to see whether you can probably send him to some other company so that his livelihood and is not affected. Yeah, that is another way to look at increasing their revenue within the four walls of the organization. Now, நான் வந்து நிறைய companies when I do my consulting work, எல்லா சிஇஓ வந்து ஒன்னே கேட்பாங்க, சார் எனக்கு வந்து நிறைய ப்ராஃபிட்டபிலிட்டி வேணும், ஐ நீட் மோர் ப்ராஃபிட்டபிலிட்டி, ஐ நீட் மோர் மார்ஜின்ஸ், ஆஸ் ஆஃப் நவ் இட் இஸ் ஓன்லி 8%, எனக்கு ஒரு 17% வந்தால் தான் நல்லா இருக்கும், ஆர் இஃப் ஐ நீட் அட்லீஸ்ட் 12%, இல்லைன்னா இது வந்து ரொம்ப லாஸ் போகுது, ஐ எம் ஓன்லி டூயிங் சேரிட்டி, நோ ஐ நீட் மோர் நோ பாட்டம் லைன். அண்ட் மோஸ்ட் ஆஃப் த அதுக்கு வந்து ஸ்டாண்டர்ட் ரிப்ளை என்னன்னா, ஐ வாண்ட் டு டூ மோர் சேல்ஸ். But I tell all the CEOs, and இது வந்து I even work with large company CEOs. எல்லா company CEOs நான் வந்து இதே சொல்றேன், நீங்க between the four walls, what is that you can do to cut down on your operating cost? அது வந்து நீங்க தயவு செய்து you please, I request all of you to do your respective homework, and I am telling you this will really help you in a big way. Next 3 quarters, next 4 quarters, if you bring down your operational cost, it will be a real good thing for you. Now, the other thing is proper right sizing of your workforce panano adi vandu, but just see that they are placed in the in a right company or some other friend's company or something. Now let us get into the outside the four walls of the organization. See, I don't want to inga vandu between the four walls of the organization inventory management onu irukum, but I don't want to get into that because on the topic little different. So inventory management, lean process management, adala adu vandu I don't want to discuss now. But now straight away let us get into selling outside the four walls of your organization. Now there are two things, you have a product or you have a service which you are going and selling to your company, or the customer is coming to your office or to your shop and buying the product or service. Idhula vandu there are two things you need to do. One is point number 1, value add. Please make a note of it. Value add. The second thing is co-value creation. First is value add. The second thing is co-value creation. Especially changed market scenario where consumer doesn't want to spend any money. This is very, very, very important. Now I'm coming into the actual selling part. Now what is value add? Let me tell you what is value add. Now I'll tell my example so that you will understand what so that you can probably think neenga kuda indha madri or something little different pannalama. Generally when I started as a psychologist, right, 4 years back I started my practice as a psychologist. So psychologists generally enna pannuvaanga na, for every 1 hour they charge some X amount. Right? So ஒரு client வருவாங்க, for example they may have anger management issue or depression இருக்கலாம், or some relationships issue இருக்கலாம், right, or smoking addiction இருக்கலாம். So they come and meet a psychologist. நாங்க வந்து we don't prescribe any medicine. நாங்க வந்து we talk to them and see how we can change them. So நிறைய psychologist வந்து என்ன பண்ணுவாங்கன்னா, for every 1 hour they charge, some psychologists they charge 1500 rupees, some psychologists they charge 2000 rupees. Now I want to do more value for my client or for my patient. So ஒரு client வரும்போது, சார் நீங்க எவ்வளவு சார்ஜ் பண்றீங்க சார், உங்க பத்தி some person has told, சார் நீங்க எவ்வளவு சார்ஜ் பண்ணுவீங்க? First question they ask is only about the money, and I tell them I don't want to say that I'll charge 2000 or 1500. I'm actually will let us sit and talk. My first sitting with the client itself will go for 1 hour 45 minutes. And the 1 hour 45 minutes முடிஞ்ச அப்புறமா then I will the client will ask, sir நீங்க 1 hour 45 minutes என்கிட்ட பேசிட்டீங்க சார், 2 hours பேசிட்டீங்க, சொல்லுங்க சார் எவ்வளவு பே பண்ணுவேன்னா, நான் இன்னொன்னு சொல்றேன், if I want I can charge you, but if you are happy you come for the second session, I'll tell you what is my fee. But if you are not happy with me, no problem, you don't need to pay for me. I mean, we both are humans by the end of the day. I helped you, I learned something from you, that is absolutely fine. I never charged people. 9 out of 10 people they came back to me because I didn't charge them for the first 1 hour or 1.5 hours. When other people are charging 1500 rupees or what you call 2000 rupees per hour, second meeting I'll tell them, last time we discussed panna madri, you have to meet me at least some 6-7 times to fix this problem. So in the 6-7 sittings or maybe 10 sittings, I may charge you overall 20,000 rupees. And since they've seen about me in the first meeting for almost 1.5 hours they spent, and I didn't even charge them, they used to pay me that 20,000 rupees. In one shot, instead of 2,000, I charged 20,000 because first meeting with a very genuine thing, I've actually helped them. Now the point there is that I did a lot of value by not coming into the commercials. இப்போ ஒரு customer உங்க ஷாப்புக்கு வந்துட்டு if he is buying a product, நான் என்ன சொல்றேன் to a lot of entrepreneurs, listen to the customer, just listen to the customer, and whatever he says, just listen to the customer. You don't even talk about no, this is good, that is bad, this brand is good, that brand is good. No, if you are a doctor, just listen to the patient. Don't be in a hurry to even write the prescription and all that stuff. Or if you are an entrepreneur running a small scale industry and it's selling it to another organization, let them, I mean, you first understand them in thorough. Don't be in a hurry to sell. The more you understand your customer, the customer, by just not talking and just listening to them, the more value you are giving. Even today, now when any client approaches me, right, I don't charge for the first 1 hour or 2 hours. For some clients, I don't even charge for the first 3 hours. But they'll come to me, and I end up charging 20,000 or sometimes 30,000 and all that. Whereas other psychologists, they charge every 1 hour. Client after 1 hour they pay some 1,500 or 2,000, and again they go back. After 1 week again they come, again they pay 2,000. After third sitting they will not even come. So kindly do as much value as you can to your consumers. Listen to them. Don't try to sell anything to them. See, selling should come at the last. The more you listen to your customer, the more you listen to your consumer, the more he will be, he wants to actually do business with you. This is something, if you have salespeople in your organization, they will say, if you have counter salespeople or other sales managers who are going and selling to other companies, tell them to just listen to the customer. I always say, I know what I want to say, but I don't know what you want to speak. So let me first hear you, fully. Then I'll tell what I want to say. So the more you hear your consumer, the more you will be understanding his thought process. It is very important. Now, the first time, for example, if I'm meeting Selva sir for the first time, I don't know what sir is all about. But if I just listen to him for the next 5 minutes or 10 minutes, and when our thought process, I'll have some fair idea. Accordingly, I'll sell the required product or service. In fact, I can sell more because now I have some fair understanding about his likes and dislikes. So that is one thing. So we have to do more value add. Now, being respective business owners, please think about it in terms of what is that value you can do to your consumers or customers or target market so that they see you totally different. All you need to do is that think in a detailed way about your product and about your customer and about already some existing customers irpanga. Some in this existing customers, some people they have come very frequently back to you to buy more. Some people they have not even come back. Just understand why is that in that person he bought a lot from me, whereas this person once in a while only he buys, and he buys from other people as well. If you do a bit of evaluation, you will have answers for it. And that's exactly what I do for other organizations as well. I actually sit and see who are their top 20 customers, for how many years they are, they are they're doing business or they're giving business. And why is that the last 20 customers are not giving business, but at the same time they are buying with somebody or they're doing business with somebody else? Most of the time sales people or their management or somebody has not treated the customer properly. That's the reason why they went to somebody else. Okay. Now, the first time, this is value add. Now I'm talking about co-value creation. This is something you need to figure out what is that you need to do for your business. Actually, Nate, yesterday I was sitting with a doctor, and I was doing the same work with them because how to go about this is something I do very regularly with all the business people. I was sitting with a doctor. There is a couple. The doctor, one, he's a children's specialist. His wife is a gynecologist. Wife and the gynecologist, they were one the children's specialist, and they have their own nursing home. Decent practice, and they're fine about it. But with the current COVID scenarios and all that stuff, though their business is good, especially hospitals are doing well, I was there saying, Rajesh, what shall we do to do more business? Right? What shall we do to do more business so that we can get more revenue from every patient walking in? Right? There is a negative and positive. Positive because of this COVID scenarios, many patients for whatever small things they used to come to the hospital. Now infection hospital problem, they are not coming. And because of COVID scenarios, even if there is a slight fever also, there are some people who are running and coming to the hospital. But both positive are there, negative is there. So Munnadavara patients, they are not coming now because they are actually calling in the over the phone and taking the treatment and other things. And when phone lo pay pesambodhu naanga vandu charge panna mudiyala. So how shall we go about doing more billing with the patient? So one thing is for sure that his wife being a gynecologist, he was one the children's specialist. So mothers, expecting mothers as well as carrying mothers, anyway they have to come to the hospital at various time periods, right? So we sat and designed a strategy where our hospital, Pakat building, there is another separate building. Luckily it is available for rent. Yesterday only then it's available for rent, and they are probably taking it from next month onwards. They are going to set up what you call a baby store. Basically for the newborns, it could be small toys or what you call small clothes for the newborn babies. That gift sets generally Namavanda will give that gift set with the cap and shoes and all that stuff. These are all the things they are going to set up a separate baby store next to the hospital, so that these expecting mothers and all, while they are waiting and all and other things, they can actually have a look at that shop and pick something more. Or sometimes these what you call people who got delivered in their hospital, they have to stay for at least 2-3 days because they have undergone through C-section, right? Cesarean operation, so they have to stay for 2-3 days. Nariya per they come to see the newborn baby. On the time to give as a gift to the newborn baby, they will go to that shop and pick up some small dress for 500 rupees or 1000 rupees. On the Madri they'll go and see the new baby. Now, even the additional revenue edge. Of course, they are going to set up the entire thing from next month onwards. But Pakambodu, on the hospital, it's a 20-room, 20-bed hospital. Most of the time, all the 20 beds are filled up because of the deliveries happening. So, per room, one mother, 3 to 4 days easily they are staying. In the 3 to 4 days, on an average, 3 or 4 visitors are coming. Even that means 12 to 15 visitors are even if they out of 15 visitors, 5 of them go and buy some what you call newborn baby set. That's an additional revenue for the hospital. This is what I call as co-value creation. For example, we standard hospital, for example, if you see a private clinic, the joint counter, medical shop, that's nothing. That's again a co-value creation. But beyond that, can we look at something else? For example, if somebody is selling, say, cement and let us say somebody is selling cement bags, and the entrepreneur can he look at beyond cement bags? Okay, bricks is cement, bricks, cement, and something else also can he sell more, so that customer when he comes, he not only buys this, but he buys those things also. So co-value creation, any business you take, I'm telling you, you can create another line of business, little identical, but totally separate from your core business. What happens is that you have one main revenue stream, that is your main business. In the side revenue also you keep getting it. Side revenue stream, that's one more revenue tab, no? Right? You're also having second line of revenue coming in. Sometimes in the second line of revenue you will have more profitability. I was doing this work with one of the granite player. They are into granite industry. Granite slabs, slabs they sell. They have a huge showroom and they sell those slabs. So nariya customers they come and they identify one color, in the color pidichu engalukku vandu square feet venum order panni poranga. So co-value creation enna solliyachana and customer ku you put what you call, for example, the granite or marble, for that polish, that shining to remain, they sell some solutions which is available even outside also. I told them, neenga vandu and the dabba ange vikku. Because a person who is buying for 5 lakhs, they don't mind buying another 5,000 rupees worth of polishing equipment. Right? Neenga sollணும் இந்த equipment, in the polishing solution use பண்ணுங்க, once we lay the granite or marble, it will keep that shining like that for the next 1 year or whatever it is. And when you sell this solution also, and here it is, on the 1,000 rupees solution what he is selling, his transfer price on the 300 rupees. So 700 rupees he is making profit in every 1,000 rupees. Customer they buy generally for 5,000 rupees because of the need and requirement. So sometimes your side business becomes very beautiful because of the huge margin. As business people, you may be selling whatever it is. You can always find out another line of business which is identical, which I call it as co-value creation. And customers will buy that. So when you listen to the customer as a value add and keep hearing to them and understand their likes and dislikes, and when you're selling them a beautiful product or a service, they feel so happy. அது வாங்கும்போது நீங்க இந்த side another secondary product பத்தி நீங்க பேசும்போது they'll also buy that because it's a low value item, but உங்களுக்கு margins அதிகமா இருக்கும் அதுல. So these are the ways and means to improve your sales and profitability. So to sum up, I will tell these 3 things. One is you need to look at bringing operational efficiency between the 4 walls of the organization. Then you need to increase the per person productivity. You need to increase the per person productivity of your existing employees, right? And in case of in case if you don't need so many manpower, probably help them out in terms of placing in your friend's company or something. So this is between the 4 walls of the organization. Between 4 walls of the organization, and you can also look at inventory management, but I don't want to get into the inventory management now, right? And outside the 4 walls of the organization, please listen to your customer. Whether it is you are into B2C or B2B, listen to your customer. The more you listen, the more value you are giving to him, and you will understand him much, much more. See, you may have already some 100 customers over the last 5 years, but 100 customers are not enough now. Now we need to have another 150 customers more, another 50 customers more. Situations are very tough, right? So listen to them more, create, understand them more, thereby you are giving more value to the customer, and give more value to the customer in terms of your product and in service, and silently create a co-value creation by having another line of business which is little similar to your primary business. So the customer will also buy that one immediately. So with this, I am done, sir. Any questions? I am ready to take.
Hello.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, sir. You're given valuable inputs to business people.
Next week,
now you can
next week speaker பத்தி ஒரு presentation போட்டுலாமா?
please.
Before question answer, sir.
Yes.
Sir, audio hola, sir.
Audio, it's not audible, sir.
One second. ஆடியோ கொஞ்சம் இஷ்யூவா இருக்கு. ஹலோ, ஆடியோ கொஞ்சம் இஷ்யூவா இருக்கு. One second. Okay, proceed பண்ணலாம். Question answer session.
Sure, sir.
Sir, question, please, sir. Whoever asking questions, please raise your hand.
Sir,
First question, Rotarian Nallasivam from Tirupur East. Please, sir. Natarajan sir, please unmute him.
பண்ணியாச்சு சார். நல்லா சிவம் சார் கேட்கலாம்.
Good evening, sir. Rajesh sir. It's a very valuable time spent now. 45 minutes is so useful. You have taken a lot of notes of your talk. I have a question. So you talked about the controlling the cost of production between the walls and add the value of the cost outside the wall. Both are very good. But I have a situation now. The situation is different. Now, looks like, hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. You continue, please.
Yeah. The between four walls cost, lot of factors is out of our control. It's going to be like, it's like, see, hidden cost is keep increasing because none of the vendors, the agencies, they don't want to lose their 3 months, this 2-3 months loss. So they're hidden, they're increasing the cost hidden. They're increasing likely. See, for example, courier, they don't want to lose their courier charges. They're likely to increase. I'm getting quotations revised and the prices revised. Many things going out of our control. So how to control this?
Right. Sir, I need to have an understanding about your business to give you more
I do
answer.
production of T-shirts and I export and sell our own brand in our own retail.
Okay. All right. Okay. So you actually a garment manufacturer and in turn you sell overseas for complete export.
Yeah, also I sell in Indian market, our own retail chain.
All right. You sell directly or through?
It is B2C in Indian market, B2B in overseas market.
B2B in overseas market. So the first and foremost, so which means that you have your own production unit also, right?
Yes.
Now, one is that comes straight to my mind is that can you bring down your operational cost, which is, I'm not talking about the...
So internal factors we can control, as you said, it's a staff efficiency and controlling the productivity, everything. But looks like the external factors are keep increasing now.
Right. Sir, one thing, now with regard to the C&F agents, for example, let us say BNB, right, for B2B. In B2B scenario, right, C&F agents play a major role in terms of, that is one of the, what you call sizable cost in your overall thing.
Yeah.
C&F agents, right? Sir, can you tell me which country, 1 or 2 countries where you export just for business discussion?
We are doing Finland, Netherlands, like European countries.
All right. Just hold on, sir. Now, here are 2 things, sir. Now, if the C&F agents belongs to you, there is a lot you can do on the on the cost of the C&F agent. A lot you can save on the C&F agents because I know how that industry works. Okay. But if the C&F agents belong to your end customer, right, then there is not much control we have on that. We don't have much control. However, you can still negotiate with your what you call end customer, with your end customer, saying that I don't want to supply the material anymore with your C&F agent because I have much more what you call efficient C&F agent at a much better cost, and you can in fact rework on the entire contract because you are not changing the design or the quality of the product. You are only changing the logistic part, which is the last mile. Right, sir?
More
So,
than
but if the
logistics, sir. Logistics we can negotiate. Hidden cost like electricity, energy cost, everything looks like they're going to. Nobody wants to lose their money. They want to, the 2 months last. They're planning to increase the prices in the future.
Right, you're talking about the T&EB costs and other stuff, industrial cost. Right. So those things we don't have much control. See, for example, if T&EB decides about what you call increasing the tariff, see, you all come under the slab-based system, right? So many units, so much will be the power charges and all that. அதுல வந்து நம்ம ஒன்றும் பண்ண முடியாது சார். It's a government decision, right? But there are certain variable factors. It could be C&F agent, it could be the running cost of your factory, or it could be even the price, of the domestic thing, right? Or if for example, sir, some people will say that இப்போ வந்து price negotiate பண்றேன், நான் என்ன பண்ண முடியும்? முன்னாடி வந்து I have 12% margin, only 7% margin, I won't பண்ண முடியாது. At the same time, I can't lose the customer. Then I'm saying that at least you try to ensure that it is against the delivery, payment against the delivery, or within 30 days. The payment cycle should be relooked into it. உங்களுக்கு வந்து at least the capital cost வந்து கம்மியாகும். Generally, lot of B2B scenarios, it will be 3 months payment cycle or 2 months payment cycle or 45 days payment cycle, right? Or even 6 months payment cycle. There are some scenarios, right? But for example, customer domestic scenario, for example, if you are selling it to a B2B scenario and they are negotiating your price, then negotiate on your payment terms so that உங்களுக்கு வந்து capital cost கம்மியாகும். But இல்லை சார், நான் வந்து straight away I have my own shops, அதுக்கு வந்து கஸ்டமரே வராங்க, வந்துட்டு they are buying the clothes across the counter means, then you can do a lot in that scenario if you are into B2C directly in the domestic scenario, in the domestic case.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Next question is from Dinesh Kumar from Rose City.
Am I audible?
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thanks for session. And my question is actually I'm a solar entrepreneur. I'm setting up solar power plants for the residential and commercial and industries and all. Now my question is the psychology of the individual customer or a business client, for residential or furniture or interiors or anything else, they are lakhs together, they are investing it, their lifestyle. I'm giving sir, this is the expenditure of 30,000 to 1 lakh or 1.5 lakh for your residential to set up the solar. Will say that you will save electricity and you will be pride on renewable energy and a lot of things we are giving it. But customers, they are not giving importance to these things. So how we can so we can customer to convince for the individual customers and business and one more this thing, so business wise, even though we show the return on investment, it is a faster for commercials. They are also like interiors, exteriors. There are so many அதுக்கு தான் நிறைய இம்பார்ட்டன்ஸ் கொடுக்குறாங்க. Now that individual customers and business customers, how I can give that the idea you said, value add things, identify the psychology of the consumer things for the individuals as well as the business people. Thank
Right,
you.
sir.
That is my
Right. That's a good question, sir. That's a real good question, sir. One வந்து especially for solar.
yes.
When it comes to solar product, right?
Yeah.
நிறைய பேர் வந்து they don't give too much of so the return of investment வந்து it is very good and it's lifelong, right? But people வந்து they look at that upfront cost.
Okay.
அந்த upfront cost பார்த்துட்டு they will think if anyway நமக்கு வந்து 6 மாசம் we don't use geyser only அந்த no 3 months or 4 months when we use the geyser நமக்கு எதுக்கு இப்போ. So that is the general psyche of the consumer. நம்ம 6 மாசம் ஜெனரலி சென்னை வெதர் ஆர் வாட் எவர் இட் இஸ் நம்ம நார்மல் தண்ணி தானே யூஸ் பண்றோம். இப்போ நமக்கு எதுக்கு
Rightly you said.
அதுக்கு வந்து 30,000-40,000 rupees எதுக்கு இன்வெஸ்ட் பண்ணணும். அந்த குளிர்காலம்ல கேசர் எவ்வளவு நேரம் அது கூட நம்ம வந்து
No, Rajesh sir, Rajesh sir, your audio is Rajesh sir, your audio is horrible.
Okay.
Yeah, now
you
it is clear.
hold on?
Now it is clear. Yeah.
Now it is clear, sir?
Yeah,
Now it is clear, sir?
Yeah,
Okay, okay. So till which point you heard me, sir? Till which point you heard me?
That's what that geyser, instead of going solar, you can use this is
நம்ம இயர்லி நம்ம 4 months யூஸ் பண்ண போறோம். எதுக்கு இப்போ 30,000 40,000 சோலார் பேனல் யூஸ் பண்ணணும்.
yes.
All that is
Yes.
சார் இது வந்து especially for solar business the consumer psyche is little different. இதுக்கு வந்து you need to change your go to market strategy.
Okay.
Your go to market strategy வந்து sir, it is not about going and talking to every customer.
You are correct.
Your go to market strategy வந்து it should be totally different. You should really talk to influencers, sir. Influencers ன்னு சொல்லும்போது right from architects,
Okay.
right from builders, right?
Okay.
Builders, architects, right? And even certain other influencers we need to identify. அங்க வந்து you need to do an extensive work in that space, sir.
Okay.
Because for example these electricians and all that, no? Because anga vandu when you talk to them and have a revenue sharing model with an architect, right? So those people will just like that influence the end customer or builders for that matter, right? Builders vandu, for example, as a part of your overall project, give this also as a value add so that people will buy your flat and the madri you need to come out with a for the go to market strategy one, sir. We need to rework on that one.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Next question from Rotarian Prasanna. Please, sir. Prasanna.
Sir, I am audible?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Please go.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Mr. Rajesh, sir, for a wonderful one. Let me come to my question directly. நம்ம வந்து இந்த மாதிரி சொன்னீங்க manpower reduction. I'm referring to the co-friends or someone. பட் சார் அது மாதிரி நம்ம ஒரு ஃபார்ம் நடத்திட்டு இருக்கோம். இது மாதிரி நம்ம ரெடக்ஷன்ல இருக்கோம், ரெடியூஸ் பண்ண போறோம்ன்ற மாதிரி ஒரு இது சார் ஒர்க்கர்ஸ் கிட்ட கலீக்ஸ் ஸ்ப்ரெட் ஆனா அது எந்த அளவுக்கு சார் அது இது பண்ணுவாங்க? எனக்கு புரியல. எனக்கு அந்த பாயிண்ட் தான் கேட்க போறேன்.
Right, sir. Let me tell you one thing, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir, there is something called as a business thing. There is something called as a personal thing, right? When you look from a business perspective, we have to take decisions which are good for the organization. It's got nothing to do with the individual, sir. When you're taking a decision about the manpower, what is good for the business is what you're taking. You're not taking a decision because you are pudikala indal ipdi andal apdi. No, you're not taking a personal decision. In a business decision irukumbodhu, you need to be very clear about it. Next thing, sir. Second thing, what that person will think, what this person will think. Indal enna nanipa, nama pinnadi indal pesuva, nama munnadi andal pesuva nu solla andha maadhiri nama.
So it is not
Audio is hello.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yes.
Sir.
Am I audible, sir?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, please.
Yeah. Sir, coming back to you, sir. What I was saying is, இப்போ நம்ம இதனை பணியாச்சன் இந்தாள் என்ன நினைப்பா அந்தாள் என்ன நினைப்பா, நம்ம பின்னாடி பேசுவோம், நம்ம முன்னாடி பேசுவோம், அந்த மாதிரி நம்ம இப்போ we start thinking, no sir, we can't do business. See, நீங்க வந்து when you are taking a call to offload 5 employees or 5 employees நம்ம downsize பண்ணணும் அது நீங்க decision எடுக்கும்போது your decision is actually from a business perspective. It got nothing to do with personal thing. இந்த ஆள் இப்படி இருக்கு அந்த ஆள் அப்படி இருக்கு இல்ல. It's a business decision you are taking. But நான் என்ன சொல்றேன்னா அந்த 5 பேருக்கு வந்து நீங்க if you can get them jobs somewhere in your friend company or something, that will be very nice of you. பட் மக்கள் என்ன நினைப்பாங்க அந்த ஆள் என்ன நினைப்பாங்கன்னா அது வந்து நம்ம ஒன்றும் பண்ண முடியாது சார். அது வந்து we need to take a call.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. Next, over to Selvakumar, sir.
Good evening, Rajesh sir.
Good evening, sir.
Actually, Catalyst Cube உங்க கம்பெனியோட சர்வீசஸ் வந்து என்ன மாதிரி கம்பெனிஸ்க்கு இருக்குது? அதாவது ஆல் டைப் ஆஃப் கம்பெனிஸ். இப்போ வந்து சின்ன கம்பெனிஸ்க்குலாம் உங்களோட சர்வீஸ் இருக்கா? இல்ல you are doing the service for only bigger scale companies? Can you please explain?
Sir, actually, if you look at the Catalyst Cube, I'm the company one, sir, more into sales consulting, leadership development. But sales consulting primary பண்றோம் நாங்க. Right? அது வந்து both for small companies as well as big companies I'm doing. Right? நிறைய companies வந்து sir, they have their own sales. They are doing very well, but they miss out on a lot of things that can take them to the next level. So angada I'll come into the picture. Na vandu enna pannuvan, even small companies also I understand. For example, on the solar patti or sir kelvi kettaru edu eppadi ani. See, his go to market strategy is wrong. He may be one man company for that matter, or maybe he's having only 5 people in the organization, or only 2 people, doesn't matter, but he is into business. So I work with that businessman and understand his overall thing, and the go to market strategy or product refinement edana pannanuma, process edana pannanuma, or some other thing needs to be done. Adu vandu I do it on a one to one basis or on video calls like this. So I do for even small companies as well.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you, sir. Selvakumar, sir, you have this next meeting speaker the flyer. Is it possible now? Selvakumar, sir.
1 second.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
வீடியோ வந்து வர மாட்டேங்குது. வீடியோல சவுண்ட் வர மாட்டேங்குது.
Okay, just
நம்ம நெக்ஸ்ட் மீட்டிங் வந்து 5 o'clock evening Saturday.
கொஞ்சம் ஜூம் பண்ணுங்க சார் அத.
ஓகே.
Yes.
Padmasri Dr. Shaktivel, Chairman Apparel Export Promotion Council, Chairman Pappi's Group of Companies, one of the pioneer industrialist in Tirupur, and is one of the key person among the development of Tirupur. Our speech adilame நம்ம own district governor Dr. Zamir Basavan chief guest கலந்துக்கறாங்க. So please join with us 5 o'clock. Next meeting mattum 5 o'clock evening, please. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Selvakumar, sir. Next, vote of thanks by Rotarian Devasenapati. Please.
Good evening to all. I convey my good evening to all. Kekula?
Kekku sir, proceed பண்ணுங்க sir.
I convey my grateful to our honorable chief guest, Mr. Rajesh Prabhakar, for your excellent speech and elaboration of how to maximize your revenue. I thanks to Rotarian S.R. Prabhu Kumar for your short and sweet your business tax. I thanks to all of Galaxy of Governors, district chairs, club presidents, and Rotarians for those who participated in this efficiency event. Finally, thanks to our team, Rotary Club of Chinnasalem, RI District 2982, Rotary Club of Coimbatore, Tech City, RI District 3201, Rotary Club of Colombo Centennial, RI District 3220, Rotary Club of East Coast, Ramnad, RI District 3212, Rotary Club of Madras Mount, RI District 3232, Rotary Club of Pondicherry Galaxy, RI District 2981, Rotary Club of Tirupur East, RI District 3202, and Rotary Club of Trichy Ponix, RI District 3000. Once again, thanks to all. Sweet dreams.
Thank you. Now,
Thank you, sir. Thank you so
we are
much.
unmute and we can give some claps
Give a
to
clap.
appreciation to our speaker. Yeah, all are unmuted.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you to all.
Thank you, Rajesh sir.
Thank you,
Rajesh sir,
Rajesh
ஒரு
sir.
நம்பர் கேட்டிருக்கீங்க, அது இப்ப நாங்க ஷேர் பண்றோம். நம்பர் ஷேர் பண்ணலாம். 93802 49898. Thank you, Rajesh sir.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Rajesh sir. It was wonderful evening with you. And thanks to everyone participated in this meeting. Kindly be on time for next meeting at 5 o'clock on 23rd of this May, Saturday. Please don't miss it. It's going to be a wonderful meeting again like this. And we are going to disperse the meeting.
Yeah.
Thank you,
sir. Thank you all.
Thank you to all.
Thank you,
all.
thank you, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Rajesh sir. Thank you. Okay.